Article 248, Residuary powers of legislation. Under the Indian federal system, powers are divided into three lists: union, state, and concurrent in 7th schedule. However, it was not possible to foresee every future subject at the time of drafting the Constitution. Article 248 deals with such subjects which are not mentioned in any of the three lists. Article 248 vests the residuary powers of legislation exclusively in the Parliament. Exclusive authority. Parliament has the exclusive power to make laws on all residuary subjects, any matter that is not enumerated in the State List, List 2, or Concurrent List, List 3. States have no power over such matters. This provision reflects the strong and dominant position of the Union in the Indian federal structure. Entry 97. The Article 248 works along with Entry 97 of the Union List, which authorizes Parliament to make laws on any subject not enumerated in List 2 or List 3. Thus, Article 248 and Entry 97 jointly strengthen Parliament's control over residuary subjects. Judicial interpretation. Power of last resort. The Supreme Court has clearly held that if a subject can be reasonably traced to any entry in the State List or Concurrent List, Article 248 cannot be applied. Residuary power is a power of last resort, to be used only when no other list applies. The sui generis nature. The Supreme Court has described Article 248 as sui generis, meaning a power of its own kind. It is not meant to be used to bypass or override the State List. Even if any subject has a remote connection in the State List, the Court usually prevents the Union from claiming it as a residuary power. The litmus test. For Parliament to use Article 248, it must prove that the subject is entirely absent from both List 2 and List 3. Article 248 applies to constitutional omissions, not overlapping subjects. Conflict resolution. Article 254 vs. Article 248. While Article 248 deals with new and unlisted subjects, Article 254 deals with conflicts between Union and state laws on concurrent list subjects. If Parliament and a state both make a law on something in the concurrent list, like education, the Union law prevails unless the state law receives presidential assent. Key examples of residuary legislation: cyber laws, space technology, etc. Information Technology Act, 2000. Since the Internet didn't exist in 1950, Parliament used residuary powers to legislate on cybercrimes. Wealth tax and gift tax, these were upheld by the Supreme Court as valid exercises of residuary power under Article 248. Service tax, before the GST era, service tax was levied using these powers. Emerging fields: space technology, digital and online services. This again shows the strong position of the Union. Conclusion: Article 248 strengthens the unitary character of the Indian Constitution by granting Parliament exclusive control over residuary matters. It ensures that the Union can effectively legislate on new and evolving subjects of national importance. Overall, Article 248 reflects the unitary bias of the Indian Constitution and ensures legislative flexibility for emerging subjects.